I've been running late lately, trying to get everything going in the right direction. Let's see. Let's get rid of the flowers for a second. Overlay, apply. There I am. Okay, everybody. So I have a little unhappy face today because we only listed 98 homes and we put 142 under contract. So, and yesterday we had 2,298 single family homes, and today we have 2,248. So that gives us 18.6 days of inventory. Still not panicking, but be interesting to see what happens because we have a holiday coming, and hopefully the holiday, y'all will be out doing things. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The $380,000 median price, I know I hear people talking about it, and why is my start button on? Hold on, everybody. Let me do a check. Just love Facebook, right? Get down there. We don't want you. Hold, please. Come on. Go. Ta-da! Ruthie Rocks. Go there. Make sure we're broadcasting. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. So you can't see, but in the upper left-hand corner of my screen, it says start, as if I didn't start. So, okay. Yeah, so I took away some of the $1 million stats down here because I want to draw your attention. There's 22 properties that account for the 378 that are available here. In the red, I put that's what's available. But of those 378, 22 of them are a bundle. In other words, you have to buy all 22 homes for the 7.8 million, which makes them about 355,000 a piece. If there weren't any expenses, an investor could buy them and it would be about a 6% return, but that's gross. That's not after the expenses, and we all know that there's expenses. Hold, please. What? These are mine. Keys. We have keys. I wish everything were push button. Anyway, so we've sold 3,051 homes in May. Wow, that's 127 a day. And for the year, 19,577, and that's 44% more than we had done last year at this time. So these stats are for you to use and I'm going to put this in the group, and hand this out, print it out, and use it, and we're going to talk about that. If you see down here, I have an arrow, and it says about 51% of Las Vegas area homes that found buyers in April got sold within a week of going on the market. And that was something that Zillow released about Las Vegas. And let's see, I think I have show that in the stream. Let's hide this. Okay, so homes are trading quickly in Southern Nevada and other markets. So if you look at Columbus, Ohio, homes are flying off the shelf there. Now, a lot of the reason why homes are selling in Columbus, Ohio is a lot of people leaving Columbus. It's not the town it used to be. Same with Indianapolis. I looked up some of these cities, and they all have, unemployment. They're old. And one of the things, I can remember when I went to, I'm from Atlanta, so back in the 80s, and I'd go to California, and it was like, wow, everything's so beautiful. Because on the East Coast, as you know, Atlanta's, over 100 years old. So, things get worn and torn after a while. Yeah, they do. They do. So anyway, so now people come from, if you go to California, it looks a little worn. So people come here and to Arizona. This is a feedback in the article I read. People are finding that, Las Vegas and places in Arizona are new. You walk off the plane here and things are crispy new. So, and of course, we keep building our city, right? And I just love when I go down the highways and I don't see a lot of debris and things like that. So it's a beautiful place to live. And homes are changing quickly here because so many people are moving here versus people moving out. So people in Vegas are moving here, and we have new homes, about 1,200 new homes a month are selling. So a lot of those are people from within the city that have sold their homes, perhaps to people that are moving here, and getting a newer home. We're not losing in population like some of these other cities are. And if you want to, there's something interesting. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. That might be Frank or Annetta. If you want to, there's a Google the 40 most miserable cities in the United States. And I did take a moment and go through them. A lot of them have 30% poverty. And when you look at the pictures of them, they're old and run down. They have garbage everywhere. So we're blessed here. We're just so blessed. And sometimes when you're talking to people from other parts of the country, and we have a great climate, but we also have a brand new city. Our homes have less maintenance. I always try to encourage people to throw that in, that our homes are newer and they have less maintenance. And if you go to other parts of the country, even California, because it takes so long for a builder to get new homes built there too, it's tough to build a new home subdivision in California with all the regulations and things, the guidelines they have, and the permitting they have to go through. So, our new homes go up pretty quickly. And there's also a company out of Europe. I don't think it's Germany, but I'll check and tell you tomorrow. But this particular place has perfected a robotic system to build homes in 3 weeks. Now, they're not the tight, and they don't take up a lot of space, and you never know. I mean, that might be an answer for low income housing, and it takes 3 weeks to make them. They're, like I said, they're not that architecturally interesting. They're fine. They're good houses, but there might be something, that we might adapt for our low income housing needs. So what is going on here today? What do we want to talk about? I have several things I want to talk about. Let's see here. All right. Let's see if I can't get this up. Come on, work with me here. Work with me. Okay, here we go. So prepare, everybody, because Las Vegas is one of the top memorial destinations. There's 2 top destinations that people are traveling more than 50 miles to get to, and one is Las Vegas and one is Orlando, Florida. So for this part of the country, I can see we are going to have quite a holiday here. And they're saying if you want to avoid all the traffic, locals, Thursday and Friday are going to, I think it says Thursday, Friday are going to be, 2 of the heaviest travel days, because you're going to have a lot of people coming into town, coming in on the strip, so on and so forth. And I-15 is going to be probably bumper to bumper. And we haven't even hit, June 1st yet. Now, Monday happens to be the 31st. So if people are planning a vacation, this might impact as well, because they know that June 1st, we're going to 100% occupancy. So anyway, I think our check mark of Las Vegas is back. We're back. So given this information, I always tell everybody that suggest that you get yourself out there on social media or in an email campaign or something, because there's a lot of people that aren't traveling, and there's a lot of people, you got one driver and 2 or 3 people in the car, and well, guess what they're doing? They're looking on their phones, and they're looking up Las Vegas and so on and so forth. So I want to show this. Here's some ideas for you. Let's hide this guy. Okay. If you have a farm, and oh my gosh, I hope I'm talking to people that have farms, because if you don't have a farm, I may not be talking to you in a couple of years because you may not be in business, and I'm not being mean. I'm just saying you've got to have a farm. We talked about that yesterday. Um, did you know that Zillow has bought 62,000 homes and they're free and clear, and they're holding them, and they're renting them, and they're paying top dollar for them? Quite a switch from the Zillow that was lowballing offers before. Now they're coming out and they're buying homes, they're paying top dollar for them. And in most cases, they'll go up higher than your highest offer. Yeah, that's what they're doing. And they're holding on to them. They own 62,000. They own 62,000 homes free and clear in the United States. And like I said yesterday, the iBuyers also, they've gone up in the stats. 7% of our homes that have sold are iBuyer or non-MLS homes. So keep that in mind. Don't be looking in the rearview mirror and say, why wasn't I farming? Why wasn't I doing everything that Jimmy and Ruthie tell me to do? My allergies are bothering me this morning a little bit. So anyway, put flags in the yards. They're $1 a flag. Come on. And you can just staple your little, or maybe what John used to do is he would take one of those paper hole punches, and then he would do a little string or ribbon and attach it to the flag with his card. So he'd punch a hole through the card, and then he'd attach it to the flag and put it in the yard of the farm. Or you can walk up to the door and give it to him and say, Happy Memorial Day. And then also give him this. Say, this is what's going on in today's market. Do you have a minute? I'll explain it to you. Okay. Get in front of people. Let them know that when it comes time to buy or sell real estate, that they want to use a human being. Otherwise, they'll be clicking buy and sell on a computer someday. Hi, Karen. I'm not sure either. There is a notification that you can click on. So maybe you need to re-click it. I'll look into that, though, and let you know. Sorry, because I missed you. And then send emails of the Memorial Day blog. We always do a blog about Memorial Day around this time. Our blog will probably go out Thursday or Friday, probably post Thursday and go out Friday for the weekend. And it'll be like the Las Vegas Market Watch, but it'll be about Memorial Day and about what's going on in Vegas and a little bit about the market. But it's really a tribute to the veterans and the people that we remember and honor for Memorial Day. And you can give travel tips to California on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. You can do a video of the tips and give the tips plus the Vegas information. And so let me show you. Here's a couple tips. And this came from AAA. Traveling this weekend, that could be your title of your boost or your video. And then there's like 4 things to make sure that you do. Check your battery, check your air filters, check your tire pressure, be prepared, because it may be hot here, may be hot on I-15, exactly. And so make sure you have lots of water, snacks, and a blanket in case you find yourself unexpectedly stopped for a prolonged period of time. So these are the things. I'll put this in the group that you can do a video about and post this on Instagram, but post it on Facebook and then boost it out to California, because people from California, right, are going to come here. And then send some personal notes. I've got this Memorial Day remember and honor. I have that actually without my printing on it, so you could even use that to send to people. And then call your past clients in your farm, and you can ask them, are they prepared for Vegas being one of the 2 highest destination tourist traps, if you will, this weekend. And, just start chatting about things that in the article that I posted here a few minutes ago. Let's see. It has some good information, this one. let's see, let's hide this, put this up here. Yeah, prepare for the traffic. Las Vegas is one of the top memorial destinations. Now, of course, in the mornings, first thing I do, and I know, Frank, you probably do this too, is I look to see what information I can share with you that the Review Journal did. And most of these fellas, like, this is not Eli Siegel, but this is somebody who, they were doing this at 12 a.m. this morning. So I know that the information is fresh and many people haven't seen it yet. So, and I try to get it to you, and then you get it to your circle, your sphere, your circle of influence, your database, and start communicating and letting people know, getting to see, this is Tuesday. So today you could prepare a little video with all this little tidbits of information, travel tips, about how to be prepared, because Vegas is going to be one of the 2 top destinations. And then you can go into a little, and not only is Vegas one of the 2 travel destinations, if you're thinking of buying a home, our homes are selling fast. We have newer homes, less maintenance, and I'd love to be the person to sieve through the 200 plus new home communities and show you around while you're here this weekend. I mean, it doesn't hurt to offer help. Don't, but just be careful. Don't come across as selling, right? We don't want to come across too much as selling. We want to come across as giving information. So take this opportunity to do this weekend, starting tomorrow, actually. Get your emails out, get your video done. And the video does not have to be live, everybody. You can do the video, you can do it on your phone, and then the video will be on your phone. Then you can use InShot. InShot is a great little video editing tool if you want to put some writing on it or whatever, and put your phone number. Call me if you'd like me to show you around this weekend to some of the new home developments and see what's going on in Vegas on the residential home front. So anyway, just some tips, but also trying to nudge you all to do things that you need to do. And we need to start building the moat around ourselves so that the interlopers and the iBuyers don't get into our territory, because that's what they're trying to do. And Jimmy did a great class yesterday. Oh my gosh. The class was, how to write an RPA to get accepted. And we had a full house. It was wonderful. We mingled. There wasn't a seat in the house, and that's always great. And one of the things that we went over was the no praise for failure to appraise, offer tactics regarding the purchase price. And this is in the group, everybody, and it's great information. You need to read it. You need to understand that if you're representing the buyer and or the seller, you have to make sure that on these appraisal, I'll pay X amount over appraisal, that you're putting a ceiling on it and a floor. Okay, so the house is listed for $350 and it appraises for $320, and the buyer said, I'll pay $10,000 over appraisal. Well, guess what? He's going to get the house for $330, and you're going to have an unhappy seller. So you got to be careful. That there's a lot of things going on right now. And we also talked about, is it ethical for a buyer to make several offers on different houses? Several offers on several houses. And half the class thought it was unethical. Half the class thinks it's okay. I can see both sides of the story. So I suggested to the people who perhaps think that it's okay, and to the people who think it's not okay, that you go ahead and you put in your offer that your buyer has. This is not the only offer that your buyer is making offers on. This is not the only house that your buyer is making offers on. And of course, people said, well, then they're not going to pick me. I don't know. You want to be paid or you want to be right? Half the class said they want to be paid. The other half said they wanted to be right. So I don't know. I don't know. Jimmy said that he talked to 3 different attorneys, or he talked to someone that talked to 3 different attorneys. And One attorney said that it was okay. Two attorneys, one wasn't sure and one said it was. So we didn't get anywhere with that. But be careful how you write it, and make sure you have a floor and a ceiling, and you protect, if you're writing the offer, that you protect your buyer on the appraisal issue. Because you want to, and of course you want to be fair and dealing with all the parties. That's how I feel. So I don't want the seller to have to sell that house, for $330 or $340, because I'm going to pay $10,000 over, when he's looking for $350 or $345 or something like that. I don't want to get too crazy about it, because most houses are going to appraise within a comfortable range. So just be careful how you write these offers. And if you and always ask your broker how, if you have questions. I spent several hours on Sunday helping someone do just that. She was writing an offer, and the buyer was willing to pay $10,000 over appraisal, $10,000 over the purchase price, meaning that the appraisal had to come in. I think, let's say it was $380. So the appraisal had to come in at, $370, and she'd pay $380 because that's what she was offering. But if it came in lower, she was only going to pay $10,000 more. So it's very clear to all parties what the ceiling is and what the floor is, and that will keep you out of trouble. And then the other thing is, agents were saying that, what about rejecting offers? What about, you need to put it in writing. I, as a broker, say it's okay to do a mass email, like if you got 8, 10, 20. We've had agents get as many as 27 offers in one day on a home in Summerlin. Very desirable home, very desirable price, single story. Yeah, perfect storm there. But anyway, the agent went ahead and sent everybody an email saying the seller chose a different property, so your offer was rejected. And we chose not to say why, because we felt, and I'm just being upfront here, my suggestion was, I don't want to open the agent up to be getting people mad at them, people wanting to know exactly what the terms were. They'll find out when it closes. So anyway, it's a tough market for everybody, but I think my message is, let's try to be friends. Let's all understand that this is a stressful market for everybody: the buyers, the sellers, the selling agents, the buyers agents, and now the brokers, right? Because we have to make sure we're fair to all parties. And read the agency disclosure, learn, read the ethics. There's 17 articles of ethics if you're a member of the MLS. And it's not a bad idea just to skim through them. It'll take you half an hour. Just make sure that you're abiding by the guidelines, the regulations, and the NRS statutes, because NRS is getting into this now too. This is the Nevada Realtors Association. They're getting into it. So obviously it's an issue. I don't know if it's going to go away. I personally kind of feel the market is softening a little bit, because we had 15 days last month of inventory, and for a couple days, and now we're up to 18, approaching. We're maybe approaching 19. So I don't know if we're listing more, maybe, because if you're listing more, hallelujah, right? I don't think the buyers are going to stop coming. I think we have to take it one day at a time. And like I said yesterday, just make sure you're preparing for the shift in the market, because it will shift. And if you're getting caught up in this market, don't drift. And you know what drifting is? Drifting is when you're not taking care of business. Drifting is when you're caught up in these things and you're not doing these things. All right. So don't be drifting out there. Keep paying attention to the people who are going to get you through the next 3 to 4 or 5 years. And that's what you're doing. And you have the Memorial Day, you have the 4th of July. Well, you have Memorial Day, you have Father's Day, you have the 4th of July. August, you have sunshine. And then you have Labor Day, and then you have Halloween, and then you have Thanksgiving and Christmas. So get a sheet of paper out, start listing what you're going to do. Just like I'm saying, what item of value can I give people? Can I pop by? Can I send them emails about something? Can I give them tips? There's going to be an interesting scenario when things open up in June. So, I'll be reporting on that so that you can pass that on to your sphere of influence, your past clients, and your farms. And start doing video, please. Please do videos, please. And send those personal notes and call. Get on the phone and call. And like we said yesterday, just say, hi, Karen, Ruth here. Just wondering if the 420 days of pandemic have changed the way that you feel about your home. I'm just trying to take a survey, and just listen, just see what they have to say. And if you call enough people and they all have the same concerns or issues or things they want to change about their home, now you have material to do videos or to do emails or to do blogs. You get your information from the consumer about really what's going on, right? We see it, and you all are with buyers and sellers and what have you. I'm going to sign off. I've been rambling on here for about 26 minutes. I love you all. We have a class. Oh my gosh, where's my class? Here it is. Hold, please. Hold, please. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Yes, we have a class. We have a class. Here we go. I made this the other day. Okay, so we have ethics class, and it's on cybersecurity. It's from 10 to 1 in our room. And you sign up at be.vegas. That's be.vegas. Yes, you sign up there. And at this class on cybersecurity, I'm sorry, I got blown away here by this coming up because that's not the right class. That was yesterday's class. Okay, but anyway, we have the class coming up, 10 to 1, CE Ethics on Cybersecurity. This is a great class, and this class is going to become part of the risk reduction that you're going to have to take if your license expires after October 1st. So anyway, 10 to 1, and I'm looking at this because that particular class is $25, the cybersecurity class. Jack's a little bit more expensive than me and Jimmy, so that's fine, because he's got tons of material for you, and you can even get a designation, and your $25 goes toward the designation. So it's all good. It's all good. I just should have fixed that, but away we go. And then Brian Buffini, 1 to 3 on Friday. And I have to tell everybody, if you're in the Brian Buffini class, we're going to start holding you accountable in a different manner. We're going to make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing so you get the most out of the 100 Days to Greatness. And we're going to start putting things on the whiteboard. If you didn't do last week's assignments or action steps, please do them, because we're going to start charting them on the board for you, right? So everybody can see how everybody's doing every week. Yeah, I think that doing it on a whiteboard in front of everybody is more. It makes you more accountable, I think, than just putting it into their website. Anyway, that's what's going on. Come to the cybersecurity class. I sent an email out early this morning. And if you already have an ethics, you can use it for general. Any of the core classes you can use as general. You just can't duplicate the CE number, and we always put the CE number on be.vegas, so you know. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. It will be Wednesday already. I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.